It was one of those sick days that doesn't just drain your energy, it swallows you whole. I had a fever, nausea, my head felt heavy, and I'd thrown up earlier that morning. I could barely sit upright, let alone walk around. My mom, being the gentle soul she is, told me to rest in my room. She and my sister were in the other room, curled up and watching something on her phone, probably one of those reality shows they always get into. It was winter, and the chill had started to settle deep into our bones. The windows in my room were shut, glass panes pulled tight against the cold air outside. Just to paint a picture, as you enter my room, my bed is on the right side. Directly above it are two large sliding windows that open onto our long, narrow balcony. That balcony runs the length of the house, and my window is one of the easiest access points from it. I had curled up beneath the blankets, still shivering despite the layers. My limbs ached, and my head throbbed with every heartbeat. I wasn't trying to sleep so much as escape how horrible I felt. And then, I heard it. A knock. Sharp and sudden, right on the glass behind my head. I winced. Not from fear, but irritation. I didn't even turn around. "Don't do that, I'm sick," I groaned. It had to be my sister. She had this annoying habit of stepping out onto the balcony and tapping on my window just to mess with me. Classic little sister energy. But there was no response. I grunted and tried to ignore it. Maybe she got the message. But not even 2 minutes later, another knock. Just as deliberate. A little louder this time. I sat up, my body groaning in protest. "Mom!" I called out. "Can you ask her to stop knocking on my window? I'm trying to rest." There was a pause. Then I heard my sister's voice, muffled from the other room. "What is he talking about?" My mom replied calmly. "She's right here. She hasn't moved." My chest went still. It was such a simple exchange, but something about it made my skin crawl. That window. That knock. It wasn't her. I turned slowly, like something inside me already knew I wouldn't like what I'd see. And there it was. A shadow. Misty, tall, far too tall to be normal. Its upper body wasn't right, like it was out of focus. It stood just on the other side of the window, behind the cold pane of glass. Not touching it. Not moving. Just watching. I bolted upright, every cell in my body screaming. "Mom!" I shrieked. "There's someone in the balcony!" My scream must have jolted the whole house. My mom came rushing toward me, and I pointed, frantic, to the window behind my bed. "Someone's out there!" I gasped. "I swear to God I saw him! He's tall, like really tall. He was just standing there." Even in my panic, part of my brain had already started spinning terrifying thoughts. Maybe someone climbed up to our balcony. Maybe he's armed. Maybe he's still out there. I tried to stop my mom from going. "No! Don't open it! What if he has a weapon?" But she didn't listen. Like most moms, protective but impossibly brave, she went straight to the balcony. I stood frozen in the hallway, trembling from more than just the fever now. Minutes felt like forever. She came back calmly, brushing her hands on her sweater. "There's no one there," she said. I blinked. "What?" I checked the entire balcony. Even looked over the edge, nothing. No signs anyone jumped down. No footprints. No sound. She tried to reassure me, but her voice had a slight edge. Not fear exactly, but something else. Something thoughtful. I sat down on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, and started crying. Not just from fear. From confusion. Because I know what I saw. My brother, hearing all the chaos, came into the room with that know-it-all older sibling energy. "Probably just sleep paralysis." He shrugged. I shook my head. No. I was awake. I could move. I sat up. I talked. I wasn't dreaming. I knew the difference between a dream and a fever hallucination. This wasn't that. The shadow had been real. I remember the weight of its presence. The strange way it didn't move, didn't flinch when I yelled. Just watched. And then disappeared. Days passed. Weeks. I never saw it again. No more knocks. No more figures. Nothing strange in the balcony. But I never forgot that feeling, that sickening realization that something, someone, had been staring in. Not trying to get inside. Not trying to talk. Just watching. Whatever it was, it didn't come back. Maybe it got what it wanted. Maybe it was just passing through. But sometimes, when I walk past that window, even in daylight, I catch myself glancing sideways. Just to be sure. Just in case. Because deep down, I still remember what it felt like to not be alone, even when you're supposed to be.